Nokia Lumia 900 pre-orders begin saving you money. HTC Locations brings another offline navigation solution, and I guess Windows Phone just got smoked. All this and more coming up right now. Hello everyone, I'm Jaime with PocketNow.com and welcome to Windows Phone View, the show we wrap up all this week's good and bad inside the world of Microsoft's Windows Phone platform. Let's start this week off with what's good. April 8th is the day, people. Write it down in your calendars and make sure you get your wallets ready because the AT&T Nokia Lumia 900 will be available on that date for sale. And get this, it'll only cost you 99 bucks. And it's kind of interesting because usually LTE devices cost you like 300 bucks after a 2-year contract, but this time AT&T is playing it differently with this Lumia, and it's not like if they needed to compete with price because this is a very gorgeous phone, but it doesn't stop there. If you made your pre-order in Walmart as of March 30th, you only have to pay 50 bucks for the phone. Kind of interesting, but not finished there. If you also pre-order the device on AT&T and you're lucky enough to be one of their first, most probably not that case anymore, but if you're lucky enough to be there, hey, you could even get the phone for free. Interesting to see all these dramatic changes in pricing. Nokia seems to be doing their job and being aggressive. That's great. Now, if Nokia is not your thing, April 8th is also the date where AT&T plans to launch their LTE version of the HTC Titan II that we recently had some one-on-one time at CES. Aside from the great speeds, the processor, and the design, what makes the HTC Titan II special is the fact that you get a 16-megapixel camera on a Windows phone. Obviously, it's still going to be stuck at 720p video recording. That has to do with the operating system, not necessarily the camera, but the only problem here is that it'll cost you $199 after a 2-year contract in case of the Lumia, so it's going to be kind of an interesting competition there. HTC lovers will have their phone, but it's going to be kind of a no-brainer which device to choose because even though you get the 16-megapixel camera on the HTC Titan II, you get call-size optics on the Lumia 900. Kind of a no-brainer. Now, going back to Nokia, an interesting note is that they seem to be working on a new Nokia TV application and service, sort of like what you get with HTC Watch, only that this obviously will bring their sort of proprietary services and features. Apparently, the leaks show that this proves to work over Wi-Fi and 3G or LTE data, and though we're still not sure how they plan to compete, though obviously it's not like if you get the HTC Watch service on Nokia devices anyway, so time will tell, see what they bring to the table, probably some on-demand TV, movies, and hopefully live TV, you never know. Out of this week's coverage, make sure you catch Adam Lane's recent video where he compares the HTC Locations service with Nokia Maps. For those of you that haven't heard, HTC Locations brings offline maps to HTC devices pretty much for free, so it's kind of an interesting service out there. It's really cool that Adam got the time to compare it. Watch the video for details. Also catch his recent Xbox Live preview of iStunt 2 if you're interested in getting rid of your snowboarding habits off your back. And also make sure you catch Morgan's recent editorial on his 5 months using Windows 8 and the reasons why this version will definitely matter. Okay, so that does it for the good. Let's continue on with what's bad, and let's start talking about Microsoft's campaign, Smoked by Windows Phone. Kind of a gangster name, but still. There's a guy named Sahas Kata, and I most probably destroyed the guy's name right now. I'm really sorry. But he won the battle with a Samsung Galaxy Nexus. He showed Microsoft that he could prove and load weather in 2 different places at the same time with 2 different widgets. Very smart. But then Microsoft Store employees told him that he had to show that he could do it in 2 different states, not the same state, which is kind of stupid because no smartphone operating system differentiates whether you're looking for weather in Russia and New York, and it'll take longer than what it usually takes. It takes the same amount of time. So Microsoft's Ben Rudolph came on record and tried to make things right, though. The winner ended up giving everything to charity because he definitely didn't consider things to be right. So it kind of makes you wonder if this sort of campaign is good or not. Anyways. And hey, if you have a Windows Phone on AT&T and you're interested in the 8107 update that brings a lot of bug fixes, including email bug fixes, well, you're in bad luck because AT&T just came on record to say that they were not going to be offering every single update that Microsoft was launching because eventually they just had these cumulative updates come in the future. So apparently to them, you're still going to get the update in the future. So if you have problems with email, AT&T says don't worry. You can live with that. You can just continue on and you can wait for the next update. Extremely lame, the update's out there, and sadly, AT&T customers are not getting it. Too bad to see that Microsoft can't do their thing right here and try to make things right for customers. That's it for today's show. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jaime Rivera. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. That's it for now.